Kathy, and I'm back with day 12, so my last holiday scrapbook page for the year. And this one is of a shot of my youngest, and this was taken the same year he was born, obviously, and he was born the end of October, so he was like about 8 weeks old at the time that this was shot, and it's just such a simple little picture. And I have actually scrapbooked it before I ever made scrapbook videos, but I altered the picture. It's actually a different picture from the same photo session, I guess you could say. So it's not exactly the same, but it is similar. And I thought about making a little sequin bag, just because I have so many sequins in my stash, especially red and the iridescent white ones. And I have a fuse tool, but I didn't bother making a fuse bag, which I could have. I just haven't really broke out the fuse tool yet. I know exactly what I would use it for if I ever got around to it, but I am one of those people that will buy a product and it will just sit on the shelf for a really long time, mostly because I'm just kind of nervous about using something I haven't used before. So I had this little plastic baggie, I don't know, probably had something in it, and I decided to just fill it. I put a sticker and stuck it to the back of it so that there would be this one large chipboard piece, but it wouldn't float around. So it's stuck to the back of the plastic bag. And there is a bit of like wrinkling to the bag, but I don't really mind that. And of course there's the plastic kind of Ziploc closure to the bag as well, but I'm going to hide that. Obviously, I did put these little wood veneer trees in that I bought a long time ago at Target, when there was a Target in Canada. And I do end up taking them out and gluing them down somewhere else. So the biggest part with this layout was, it was the last layout of my series, and what was I going to do, and did I have to do something grandiose? And the answer to that is no. I don't have to do something grandiose, because if I put that kind of pressure on myself, then I will inevitably hate whatever I make, just because I won't think it's good enough or something like that. So for this one, I just grabbed some papers that I really liked and some color combinations and a lot of stuff that was just hanging around on my desk. For instance, that 4x6 card that says Merry Christmas, and it's all kind of bokeh and stuff like that. I think it's from Webster's Pages, from a Christmas cut apart a long time ago. And I had it in something and I hadn't used it, and it was just sitting on my desk. So was the doily, so was that stocking, those extra pieces of leftover, like the winter scene with the cream and the red, and the one that's striped there. And it's really hard to tell, but it is a very light blue, and it's from Basic Gray. And those were all just kind of sitting out around, like they hadn't been used. They were just left over from other designs or whatever. So I decided that I would just kind of combine them all, and I really liked them all against that large plaid paper. And I really apologize, guys. Nobody in my house seems to understand the concept, again, of recording, and everyone's being really loud and not helpful. So anyway, I do apologize. So this is basically just a whole lot of me trying to figure out where I want stuff to go. And I want to be able to see some of the papers and hide some of it, and where am I going to put my embellishments and all that kind of stuff. But I really love this picture, and I did alter it with a program from my computer that I've mentioned before called Pixelmatic, and it's just a downloadable free program you can have on your computer that does different, I don't know what you would call them, filters, I guess. I actually kind of like Instagram's filters a bit more, but this one has quite a few you can choose from. So I can usually end up getting something along the lines of what I might like. And then if I don't like it enough, I will go back and still continue to alter it in Photoshop just to kind of get a color or a mood that I like. So this one I kind of went bluey and very vintage kind of inspired. And you could see that the other side was a wood grain to that 4x6 paper. And I never had any intention of using that side that said Merry Christmas, but it actually, I really liked the colors with it. And then I realized that my doily would fit in perfectly around there, so that kind of changed where everything was going to fit. I ended up putting a wood veneer that says Jingle Bells in my little satchel of sequins, so I think it works fine. It still sits straight when it kind of jiggles around. And I love little sequin packs. I love when people make them. Or if they do their December daily and they have a part that's partitioned off that is just like clear sequins and you can see through to the next page. I don't know. I just really love that in them, which is pretty much what I bought my fuse tool for, and just haven't really needed to whip it out yet. But I have plans. I always say that. I have plans. The first plan is to completely reorganize my scrap room. That's my resolution, I guess, or my goal, either before the new year or like right at this point. I just want to get everything reorganized. It's such a complete disaster because of how busy I was leading up until now, doing videos and trying to get product up in my store and different things like that. So I basically was completely ignoring tidying up between projects. And I'm not good at tidying up between projects on the best of days. So I was really not sure about using that deer. And the only reason is because it's one of the cutest parts of the Fa La La collection. And it was just like, do you ever feel like you have a product, but you're not sure if the layout's good enough for the product? I know that sounds weird, but I don't think I'm the only one that thinks that way. And that's how I felt with this one. I was like, this is just a picture, it's just a random picture. It's not something I really thought about when it came to the layout, so I wasn't sure about it. And I'm using the bird too, and that's two of the cutest pieces of chipboard from that collection. But I kind of was looking at it like, I'm certain there's going to be more. Like, I'm certain next year's products are going to be just as cute, or they're going to be something I'm going to like, because I've liked almost every year since. And if push came to shove, I could always buy the digital pack and just print it out as a cardstock item. So I always try to think that way now when it comes to using stuff. So I decided to put both the bird and the deer on, and I had to put that little piece of holly in such a way that it didn't look like the deer was pooping it out. If that makes sense. And I had to break some of the wood veneer tree to get it to fit underneath the bird. And I just kind of like it tucked in there. Those snowflakes are from a My Mind's Eye chipboard, so they're very similar in color. They fit in really well with this. I loved this piece sticker from Fa La La, and it's gold and like shiny gold. So of course it doesn't, the light doesn't pick it up well, I guess. But I just thought this was a great title, because obviously I didn't want to have Merry Christmas be the title, since I've already done that this year. But he's at peace right now, just laying there, being a sleepy newborn, not even minding that Mommy's taking pictures or putting a big old Santa hat on him. My luck's run out. Like, there's no way I would ever get this now, or anything even close to it. Like, he likes hats till I put it on him, and then he's like, no, I didn't want that hat on. I was like, yes, you did. You just didn't like it that I put it on you. So I'm using a bunch of stickers from Fa La La. I finally decided to use that special delivery. I just thought it was kind of cute. I know he wasn't a Christmas baby, but he is only like 8 weeks old around Christmas, and I just thought it was, it was kind of meaning, like, I haven't had a newborn around we never had a newborn around Christmas. We had one after Christmas and one in the summer, so this was new to us to have this tiny little baby so close to Christmas. And oh my goodness. I don't normally say goodness. I'll admit, guys, I curse a lot. So I try not to curse on here because I know there are a lot of people that don't like cursing. So it's going to sound weird me going, oh, thank goodness, for online shopping, because that's what I did this year. The year he was born, because a week after he was born, I ended up with appendicitis and had to get surgery, and like crazy major surgery. So I was in no shape to go out Christmas shopping that year. So yeah, thank goodness for online shopping. It's great. Yeah. So, but it was still a very peaceful time. It wasn't all that as hectic as I expected it to be. And it was just nice. It was like, okay, this family is done. We are not going with any more kids. We're at peace now. We have everything we ever thought we would. We have more than what we ever thought we would have. Family-wise. Like, not just kid-wise. I just mean like love and all that fun Christmas stuff. Anyway, that is about it. So this is my final layout for 12 days. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be getting back to scrapbooking whatever I feel like from now on. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. And pictures are coming up. So yeah, have an awesome day. Bye.